So my name is Sean Stallworth. I've been at the Academy of Natural Science for 2 years. I'm the co-coordinator of nature of Outside In. That's our children's nature exhibit, and I came to the academy through a organization called CLUES, Communities of Learning Urban Environments of Science, and that's a organization that bridges the gaps between the urban community and museums. And I took a liking to the museum, and I became coordinator of the exhibit which I'm in now. And I really like the exhibit that I work in now, which what drew me to that exhibit more than anything else in the museum was the interaction between that I have with children and bridging that gap. I like bridging gaps, bridging that gap of animals and mainly invertebrates with to children and people that are usually afraid of those type of things. Probably nothing better to me than getting someone over a fear of something that they previously had by the time they leave Outside In. That's the name of the exhibit. They're completely okay with it. Sometimes they'll even handle them by the time where they're leaving the exhibit, which is really cool to me. We do a lot of informal education in Outside In, and we educate by a lot of interactivity where they we have children. We talk to them and we try to education them through, just your regular talking to children, have them understand. But at the same time, we have them touching things and looking at things and have them kind of come to conclusions on their own. Kind of like asking an open-ended question to kind of let them dig for information and find out answers on their own, which is really cool because they'll have fun while they're finding out the answers that they want. And not only Outside In, but it's a lot of other places in the museum that's kind of the same way, like the dig, where children get to dig for different fossils and act as if they're paleontologists. What's cool in that? A kid thinking he's a paleontologist. The only thing we don't have is 100-degree weather, but it's probably a little bit better not having that. And our butterfly exhibit, which is another one that's really awesome because kids get to walk through and feel like they're walking through a rainforest, and butterflies are flying everywhere over top of their heads and basically everywhere. We have our changing exhibits to exhibit, and that's an exhibit that changes every so often. And right now it's Glow, that's Living Lights, that's our changing exhibit, and that one's really cool because it always changes. So whenever someone comes here, and they may come here a year later, they'll get a different experience in that exhibit, and that's really cool because it's always someone educating them on the floor there. And basically all the education that's provided through the museum is informal. Yeah, pretty much all of it is informal, and it's just really cool to work here, and it's really cool to educate kids and give them the opportunity to learn in a different way outside of a classroom, but in a museum. When I was growing up, I enjoyed going to museums, but the best part of my trip was actually getting out of school, not so much the museum part, but I like to try to change that and make make the best part of the museum, the trip is the museum. So that's my goal, and that's what I try to do.